To the people who run Marvel Comics, I have a message for you.
You are failing!
Hi, everybody. It's good to see you again. Steven here. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. When I was a kid, my dream job was to write Spider-Man comic books. I love Spider-Man, and I wanted to write the comic books. And even now, under the right opportunity, I'd give my left arm to work in the comic book industry and work with good comic pros who know what they're doing and know the business. Unlike Marvel, who seems to have forgotten how to write good comic books or know how to work in the business, seeing how they're hiring writers these days. You had a guy who was basically just an activist and wrote a couple activist books, and Marvel hired him to write Captain America and Black Panther. Now you have somebody by the name of Nyla Rose. She is a professional wrestler, and as far as I can tell, one, has never written a comic book, and two, again, as far as I can tell, has never written anything that's been published. Has never written a book, a page, a sentence, nothing ever. And Marvel called her up and said, hey, would you like to co-write our new Thunderbird comic book? There are thousands of people more qualified for that job than this person. You go on Amazon and you type superhero fiction, and you'll see a huge list of people writing superhero books. I'm one of them. I have a superhero book out, Deadlock. I never thought I was going to write comics, so I took my idea and made it into a book. But, me aside, any one of the other people that you'd find on that list would be infinitely more qualified than a professional wrestler who's never written anything in their lives. Now, I know why Marvel hired this person. They had two distinct qualifications that put them ahead of everybody. One, they identify as an indigenous person. And two, they're transgender. They identify as a woman. Marvel seems to be hiring a lot of marginalized people these days to write their books. Right, I'm using that as in the most loosest term, writing. I mean, when you write a comic book where the hero finds a turtle choking on a plastic bag and then goes to the grocery store that plastic bag came from and kills the first person she sees, that's not writing. That's just lazy garbage. That's just propaganda packaged as a comic book. It's garbage. And I have no doubt there's going to be something like that in this book. I have no idea what it's going to be about, other than Thunderbird's back, and he's trying to figure out his way in this new world and where he fits in and trying to find his family. I mean, I got all that from the press release, but the fact that they hired someone like this, I say like this, like never wrote anything in her life. Putting aside everything they identify as. Just hiring somebody that has never done anything like this before to write a comic book is just insane. I can't wrap my mind around it. Again, the reasons I gave before are the reasons why Marvel hired her. Plain and simple. No other reasons than that. You can't say, oh, she's written so many things and she has such a broad catalog of books or anything. Nope. Transgender wrestler who's indigenous, Native American, whatever we call them. While, again, literally thousands of qualified writers who would, I don't know if they'd give their left arm, I would, but I don't know, I'm sure they'd give up something to write comic books. And then you got how he looks. This is how he used to look. This is how he looks now.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. It looks like bad 80s animation. If the whole book looks like that, it's not just the writing that's going to do it in. Sorry. But, yeah. No. So, yeah. Thunderbird, #1, the one shot. No, not going to buy it. I'm sure some people will buy it. There's going to be some people who are going to buy it just because of Nyla Rose and what she represents. There's going to be some people who buy it just so they can review it, let you know how bad it is. I'm just letting you know now it's going to be bad. Don't waste your money. But if you got to buy it and you got to look at it, so be it. So that's all I have to say about that. I really do wish comics were doing better these days. I don't buy new comics anymore. I don't spend the money on that. I spend my money on older comic books, trying to fill gaps in my collection from the 80s and 90s. That's where all my money's going these days. So, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the state of comics these days. Are you alright with them? I mean, are you out buying new comics every week, or are you like me and just spending money on old books? Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you know when I have a new video out. And if you want to follow me outside of YouTube, you can check the links out below. I have them down there along with my book, if you're so inclined to check it out. Deadlock. So thanks again. I appreciate you for watching this long, and I will talk to you again next time.